Hey, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. This is Mick Ruby, MUFC RealistTV, with the latest news regarding Manchester United and the transfer window. Buckle up. Saturday, as you can see, I'm not in my normal studio. I'm traveling, currently in Vietnam. So good morning, Vietnam, like that favorite movie. Guys, we got a lot of things to unpack. Of course, it's the bomber that came out from Ornstein and also Fabrizio Romano regarding the snub of Quenda going to Chelsea. I am absolutely devastated, but let's unpack that story and what other targets are Manchester United looking, because there's more news coming in here in terms of the centre-back, midfield, and are we actually going for a right wing-back, and are we going for Gyokeres or Matthias Cunha in the summer window? Let's get right into the story, but before we do us a massive favor, like and subscribe as per usual. Hit that notification button. And let's dive right into the show, shall we?
And Garnacho!
Has the Premier League ever been more challenging?
Will you be in the dugout at Old Trafford on Sunday? I will be here. Definitely.
Okay, let's go.
Hello and welcome back, and hope you're doing well this Saturday morning of recording the 15th of March, and we are getting about 2 months away for the summer window. And of course, we saw some major news breaking: the Fabrizio Romano bomber, and of course, the confirmed by David Ornstein. No other than we've been hijacked. We've been hijacked, people. We've been hijacked massively. This Quenda deal was pretty much nailed on by Manchester United. 90% done deal. Here we go. And Chelsea seems to be operating like stealth. Like 007 said, it came out from nowhere to hijack this Manchester United deal. This is typical Chelsea. This is normal. They like to get in front of Man United. They don't have a recruitment strategy themselves. They look at what Man United are doing and they just come in and spoil the party pretty much. Breaking news for Fabrizio Romano is that it's been a club agreement between Chelsea and Quenda. Basically a club agreement, and Quenda will join not next year, but in 2026. That is 1 year away. They've been planning for the future, and there's been some meltdown within the fan base, I can tell. Further down, we also got to dive in more to the story that David Ornstein said Chelsea reached agreement with Sporting Lisbon to sign with Geovani Quenda, 17 years old, to stay at Sporting for another year. Wow. They agreed a fee on 45 million euro, and that was not far away from Manchester United. Medical done, but here is the crux. This is what Chelsea are doing madness. 7+1 year contract. That is a massive risk, Chelsea. They offer an 8-year contract. That means that this 45 million, that means there will be installments in 7 years. And this is how they can get ahead. And of course, they offered a little bit more. This was 100% a Man United target, a Ruben Amorims target, but they seem to be walking away from the deal now, since Chelsea just came out of nowhere. And rest assured, these deals, they don't just take 1 week to do. There's probably been 1 to 2 months negotiations, but we never heard anything about Chelsea coming in. It's been dealt very, very smoothly. So kudos to Chelsea Todd Bowley team for getting Quenda. But also, who are we recruiting? And that is the question. If this was, a Ruben Amorims top target, who are we recruiting? Do we need a right wing back? In my opinion, yes, we do. But I've been keep hearing that potentially that will be not the priority for Ruben Amorims this summer. This was a bonus. Looking at what Ruben Amorims might do, looking at Amad Diallo potentially playing right wing back and Diego Dalot deputizing on that, you have 2 for each like, and potentially get in an academy player also. So you have 3 for that position. If you look at the overarching left wing back position, we have already, I don't know, you cannot really rely on Luke Shaw. Probably he's going to be sold, but if Luke Shaw comes back fit, let's look at that situation. We have Patrick Dorgo, which was the club signing. We have the 17-year-old, 18-year-old from Paraguay, Diego Leon, coming in this summer as well to play in that position as well, and potentially bring in an academy player. So that is the way I think that Man United will actually look and assess the quality of the squad. Now, being astute, let's talk about this. Let's do this because this is the way I see Man United gonna do this, right? They are really happy with the signings. Mazarawi will probably be playing like, right centre back. They brought in Aiden Heaven as well, been doing fantastically well. Manuel Ugarte in the central midfield. That's pretty much good. Patrick Dogo is a transformative signing, and Xerxes is finding his form. Now, that begs the question, people. That begs the question. Will Man United do business? Will Man United do business? And does this really matter, that we're actually losing out on this target? Let me know in the comment section below before we continue. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I think it does come down to, at the end of the day, I think it comes down to the PSR and money, 100%. My train of thought is that Manchester United actually had a club-to-club agreement regarding Quenda, but due to that we will not overpay, they probably let this one go. With this strategical plan, they say what I mentioned earlier, basically that we do have players that can come in the academy, so that doesn't really matter in my opinion. It doesn't really matter, because if you look at it, if you absolutely look at it, the overarching squad, what we have, it is pretty much very, very simple to see that we have academy players that can step out. As mentioned before, I think that we are on the squad builder at the moment. Ruben Amorim came in the mid-season, tried to figure out who is available, who can play his system. And Manuel Ugarte is the pivotal key in the central midfielder. We look at midfielders potentially, and according to also David Ornstein, Man United will do signing in the summers, but it's not going to be the rock star names that we are used to. We do have Christopher Vivell, a mastermind in finding talent that you haven't heard before in the South American route leagues, and potentially there's some rumors, reports that saying that we are looking at the number 2 target instead of Quenda in terms of Roger Fernandez from Braga as well. Somebody that is, according to the stats, much, much better than Quenda, or a Tyler Dibling from Southampton that apparently wants to get out of Southampton. So that is 2 targets at least that is on the Man United list. But if we look at the overall midfield, Man United has also been linked to Sverre Nypan. Sverre Nypan that was supposed to go to City, Arsenal. He went to tour in January, but decided to stay. Sverre Nypan is a very, very good midfielder from Norway. Apparently, it's going to leave in the summer, and Man United is pretty much interested in Sverre Nypan's services. So we are looking at young, up-and-coming talents as well. If we look at the academy, who can actually fill the void of Christian Eriksen leaving in the summer, because it looks like we're going to stick with Casemiro. Casemiro is not going anywhere. We've seen the latest comments also from Ruben Amorim that he's absolutely liking the form of Casemiro. And I agree. The more you play Casemiro, the more you rev him up, the better he gets. But if you keep Casemiro on the bench, throw him in now and there, you're going to get those shady performance of Casemiro. So 100%. But if we're actually looking at the future, if we're actually looking at not spending that money, if you know that FFP and the PSR is massive concern for Manchester United in the summer, you just look at the bench, you just look at who are the academy players that might step up for the next season. In the preseason, in the US tour as well. Of course, you're looking at Dan Gore, you're looking at Morehouse, you're looking at Fletcher, and potentially adding on another midfielder like Sverre Nypan, which is a young, up-and-coming profile, under 20, that is kind of molding in the INEOS way of actually doing business. And you're not going to spend that much money. Trust me. You add on a Sverre Nypan as a Eriksen replacement and potentially get another midfielder in. We already seen Dan Gore doing madness, like, you've seen that in the under 21s and the under 20s. We do have Fletcher, we have Morehouse, but also, none other than our own academy players that can actually do bits. So you don't really have to spend money, right? In terms of Diego de Leon, that's the January signing we signed that's going to play in the left back position or left wing back position. We already have Harry Amas there as well. So you might have 3 or 4 players in that left wing back position, depending on Luke Shaw staying fit as well, which I don't believe. In terms of midfield as well, like, we have kind of the Mason Mount, which really has been unfortunate. But Mason Mount is back, and Ruben Amorim kind of fancies Mason Mount, even if he's available 20-30 minutes to be part of the squad. So you can instantly see where I am sort of deluding to. In terms of what we need to bolster, of course, everyone's talking about striker position. Missing a Quenda, would there be that Man United do have a sporting Lisbon agreement. Ruben Amorim said, I'm not going to pinch everyone. So by missing out Quenda doesn't mean that it is an open pathway for Gyokeres, who is available for 60 million. Is there something that Man United deliberately done to walk away and just go for Gyokeres instead? Or potentially go for Cunha, right? But Cunha is not a striker. Cunha is a left winger. You know what I mean? But if we're going to get rid of Marcus Rashford, if Rashford's going to be sold, we need to have a like-for-like replacement. So Cunha might be a Rashford replacement. We definitely need a striker. Who would that be? Of course, we've been linked to Muy Bueno. The latest news with Vlahovic, which I don't think will have legs. But the most important thing, what I believe, the number one striker target is always been Victor Gyokeres, that played under Ruben Amorim. Instantly, we have a squad winning, a very, very different squad. Vlahovic, I don't see much legs in it. We were linked to Vlahovic ages ago, but also latest report regarding Nico Williams. Let me know what you think. I don't think Man United will do that much business, as you can see in this picture here before. We already have a good squad and academy, so they can be the golden goose, the class of 2022. If you know, you know. Let me know in the thoughts what you think. Missing out on Quenda, is that a blow or is it a golden glow for the academy? Let me know what you think. I certainly believe that this is the future. This is the one we've been looking for. And this, unfortunately, is a snub. Anyway, this has been Mick Ruby from Mufc RealistTV. Just kind of a little putting my analysis to it. It's not really doom and gloom. We know that the financials is restricted. We know that we are building a team for the future. We know that there's a new stadium coming. I mean, at the end of the day, we need to be competitive. But if you're really looking around with Christopher Vivell being the mastermind in finding talents, apparently he was the one that found Diego Leon. He was the one that recruitment aid in heaven as well. And he was the one that's pretty much been instrumental. We do have a very, very good team looking at the upcoming talents. Doesn't really have to be a massive shirt seller. It can be, center backs from Argentina. It can be multiple good players. Like, if you look at Brighton, if you look at the overarching experience with Nottingham Forest, it is a team. You don't really have world beaters. It is a team, a system built for teams to be successful. And this is what Manchester United will do, in my opinion. Let me know in your thoughts and feelings. This has been Mick Ruby. Less than 10 minutes. Actually, I overdone. We done 2 minutes over time, extra time. We love when it's extra time in football. But guys, let me know in the non-live comment section. What do you think? This has been Mick Ruby, Mufc RealistTV. Having my say, hopefully, I made sense of your day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we shall see you to the next one. Glory, glory, Manchester United. See us.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching Mufc RealistTV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.
Is it concerning? Is it concerning for Quenda? I believe we can do better.